The Unconditional Embrace. In the quiet solitude of a small chapel, where the scent of incense hung heavy in the air and the flickering candles cast dancing shadows upon the walls, there sat a man named Thomas. His heart heavy with the burdens of life, his soul weary from the trials of the world, he sought solace in the sanctuary of prayer, hoping to find answers to the questions that haunted his restless mind. As Thomas knelt before the altar, his hands clasped tightly in prayer, he felt a presence beside him, a presence that radiated warmth and love. It was the presence of God, drawing near to him with arms outstretched, offering solace and comfort in his time of need. "Lord," Thomas whispered, his voice trembling with emotion, "I am unworthy of your love. I have sinned and fallen short of your glory. How can you possibly love someone like me?" But in the stillness of the chapel, Thomas heard a gentle voice whispering in his ear, a voice filled with compassion and understanding. "My child," the voice said, "my love for you knows no bounds. It is a love that is unconditional, a love that transcends your faults and failures. For I created you in my image, and I delight in you, just as you are." Tears welled up in Thomas's eyes as he heard these words, his heart overflowing with gratitude and wonder. For he had spent so long believing that he was unworthy of love, that his mistakes and shortcomings had made him undeserving of God's grace. But now, in this moment of divine revelation, he realized the truth, that God's love was not earned, but freely given, a gift beyond measure. And as Thomas basked in the warmth of God's embrace, he felt a burden lift from his shoulders, a burden he had carried for far too long. For he knew now that he was loved, truly and unconditionally, and that nothing could ever separate him from the love of his Creator. From that day forward, Thomas lived his life with a newfound sense of purpose and joy, his heart overflowing with gratitude for the love that had been bestowed upon him. And though he still faced trials and tribulations along the way, he faced them with courage and faith, knowing that he was never alone, that God's love would always be there to guide and sustain him. For Thomas had learned the true meaning of God's unconditional love, that it was a love without limits, without conditions, without end. And in that love, he found the strength to overcome, the courage to persevere, and the peace that surpasses all understanding.